Here's my honest review on the Momcozy Air1. Now, as a working pumping mom, it is so important to me to have a pump that is both slim, sleek, functional, and quiet. Because I work in the office, I often get so caught up in my meetings or anything, and sometimes it's just hard to make time to pump. The Momcozy Air1 is actually really nice to pump in the office because number one is it's super sleek and slim. Number two, it uses an app, and number three is it's super quiet. We'll talk about the functionality about this pump and why I love this pump as a working mom. Let's start off with the design of the pump. The one thing that is so unique about this pump that I've noticed compared to all the other pumps in the market is the transparent top view. So when you're trying to align your nipple, and if you're a first-time mom, sometimes it's hard to align your nip or try to figure out what's the sweet spot of the pump, because sometimes it's hard to align it with your breast. I'm gonna show you guys right here, and you can see my nail. It's nice because you can see your nips when you're trying to align the pump. And the soft silicone flange is really nice to pump with. It's very cushiony. It gives a nice comfort. And then I'm gonna show you guys how quiet the pump is. Super quiet. Easy to assemble and disassemble. And it's so important to take the motor off when you're pouring out your milk. Note that if you have elastic nipples like myself, I have elastic nipples, and because the tunnel is longer, I strongly believe that this works well with elastic nips mom because it has a longer tunnel. Unlike certain pumps, the tunnel can be shorter where your nips would hit the end of the tunnel. And talk about why I find it so convenient to use the Air1 when I'm on the go. The charging case. So the Air1 comes with a charging case, and it actually charges your pumps when you're on the go. So after you're done pumping, you can just put it back into the case and it charges your pump while you're on the go. So it's very important to charge your case. It looks like this. Look how slim the pump case is. So I brought this pump when I'm on the airplane, when I was at Disney World, and when I was traveling. It is so convenient when you're a busy mom. We're always on the move. This is like one less thing to worry about. It's forgetting to charge your pump is the worst thing I could have done when I was on the go. You don't have to worry about forgetting to charge your pump, because once you insert your pumps into the charging case, it charges for you. The app itself, it's really nice and easy to use. It's very mom friendly. You can log your milk as well as timing it. You can choose all the settings. They have a whole bunch of other settings that you can use. The app has over 225 customizations that you can choose from, which is unheard of for any pump on the market. Different rhythms and have different suction levels, and you can actually set your preference. Once you choose your rhythm and where it works for you, you can actually preset it. So next time when you go into pump, you can just select it and you're ready to go. Not only are you able to customize your pump settings on the Momcozy app, you're able to log your milk. You can check how much you've pumped for the day and how long you've been pumping for. It's like an all-in-one app for moms. There's also a forum section of other moms posting where you can interact and socialize with other pumping moms. Think of it like your own community. And you never have to reach down your shirt again to pump. Now I'm going to show you guys, I purposely wore a tight fitting shirt to show you guys how slim these pumps are. For reference, I am a double D, so I do want to point that out, that the bigger your breast is, the more it'll show. Now this is a very slim pump. I want to say that I have the pump on my left side and I don't have the pump on my right side. I just want to show you guys the reference of this, just so you guys believe me that I do have a pump on this side. Here you go. I'll show you guys the side view. So this is a side view of the pump, and then I'll show you on my right side where I don't have the pump. And then I'm going to put my shirt down to show you guys the difference. And would you have known that I have pumps in? I'm gonna put the other one in. Now I'm currently wearing both of the pumps. Now, would you have noticed that I have pumps on? I just can't believe how slim and natural looking these pumps look. How light these pumps are. So this is a side view of the pump. This is the back view, and this is the front view. The bottom, and then the top. Currently, I am bagging all of my milk and putting it straight into the freezer. Now, when you're done pumping, the easiest way to pull off the motor are these hinges right here. And it's so important to remove the motor when you're pouring out your milk so it doesn't get wet. And it comes off super easy. One of the reasons why I love pumping with the Air1 is there are not that many parts to wash and not that many little parts to wash. So let's pour out the milk. It's super easy. It's so important to remove all the air if you're freezing your milk. And make sure to lie it down flat in the freezer. We'll have to clean the milk collector before putting it back into the charging case, and it's super easy to disassemble the diaphragm. I get milk on my cushion, so I like to wash that as well. And here are all the parts that you would need to wash before putting it back into the charging case. After all the parts washed and dried, always make sure that it's completely dry before reassembling the parts. That this snaps back on. And voila, it is now cleaned and ready for your next pump session. So I would put it back into my charging case. And you're ready for your next pump session. If you're a working mom and you're always on the go, I highly recommend getting the Momcozy Air1. It is insurance eligible. You can also purchase these pumps at Target, Amazon, and on Momcozy's official site. I will link the product in the description down below. And I do have a promo code that you guys can use that should give you 10% off. If you guys have any questions on these pumps, comment down below. Happy pumping, and thanks for watching.